Do you struggle keeping track of your outstanding payments? Well, you may have overdue invoices. Ideally, when you issue an invoice, it includes a deadline. When or whether clients pay within this time determines the status of the invoice. This can range from outstanding to past due. An overdue invoice is simply a bill that has not been paid by the due date specified on the invoice. What is the difference between an outstanding invoice and a past due invoice? From the time that you send the invoice to the deadline or payment, the invoice or payment is outstanding. It becomes late or past due when the deadline passes and you still have not received payment. Some companies might also set a specific number of days to differentiate the two. For example, one invoice might be considered overdue if it is 30 days past due. An overdue invoice letter, also known as a dunning notice, is a written communication sent by the accounts receivable team to a customer or client who has failed to pay an outstanding invoice by the due date. The letter serves as a reminder to the customer of their obligation to pay and may include additional information about late fees or consequences for non-payment. So what are the components of a good overdue invoice letter? A dunning or overdue invoice notice should include the amount of outstanding balance, the date the payment was due, any late fees assessed, available payment methods, and a request to pay as soon as possible. What can companies do to reduce overdue accounts receivable? Offer discounts for early payments. You can allow your customers to take a percentage off the total amount when they pay the invoice early. You can accept partial payments with the understanding that the balance must be paid in full by a predetermined date. Software can streamline and digitize many of your manual tasks related to accounts receivable, including issuing invoices and sending reminders. Some companies have seen a boost in payments by reducing how much time customers have to pay the invoice. When you offer multiple payment options, it makes it easier for your customers to find what works well for their needs. Giving your customers a heads up before invoicing and before the due dates can help remind them to pay early. Late fees make each transaction more expensive, so smart business owners will do everything possible to avoid them. Accounts receivable automation can help companies reduce overdue invoices by automating the billing and invoicing process. This can help ensure that invoices are sent out on time and payments are received promptly. Are you ready to reduce your outstanding payment problem with one simple tool? Book a free Gaviti demo to see what automation can do for your business.